The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat post-game show.
Heat win! Yes, motherfuckers! Phoenix Suns, best record in the fucking NBA. Who gives a shit? We don't have no Jimmy, no Bam, no fucking Depot, no Game, no Deadman, no Key. We ain't got none of them motherfuckers. We don't need them. We don't need them. We got Kyle fucking Guy and Max Strus and a bunch of other undrafted motherfuckers you never heard of. Doesn't matter. The Heat go out there night after night, chucking up a bunch of threes, Spo's a motherfucking genius. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not the only one who thought this was a fucking L coming into the night. Like, I thought the whole timeline was like, we're going to lose this game. And once again, they come out with a game plan. They shut down Chris Paul. I mean, Devin Booker did a little something, but DeAndre Ayton didn't give him much. I mean, just an excellent game plan on Spo's part. Our white guys are just shooting the shit out the fucking ball.
Listen.
I mean, so much white excellence on this fucking team.
Hey,
I mean, it's amazing.
On this anniversary.
Ending racism.
Oh.
They're ending racism single-handedly.
You're muted, Alf.
Well said.
Oh, no.
Muted yourself.
He just muted himself again.
God. Bob's joke.
There you go.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
My fucking joke fucked me up so bad.
No,
Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Bring me out, Brass. I am Alphonse Sidney, a.k.a. Alf954. Welcome to the Miami Heat Beat post-game show. Hangover time. It is Saturday night. That means it's a motherfucking what, Moose?
You already know I gotta hit him one time with a drip drive.
33 points for Tyler Hero off the fucking bench.
Woo!
So
133 points.
It's going to be that kind of night for Moose.
All in garbage time.
If you're watching live on Twitch, thank you. As always, we appreciate you. Go ahead and hit us with them subs, donate subs, all that cool shit you guys do. And remember, we're going to take shots for subs tonight. I'm drinking this fucking tequila that Christian brought me. It tastes like a campfire. It's gross, but it gets you drunk. So let's find out what everybody's drinking. Christian is telling me that's fine. It's fine. Like burnt wood, but it's fine. It's good. It's excellent. I'm enjoying it. I appreciate the liquor. I'm not gonna let it go to waste. Moose, go ahead. Tell me what you're drinking tonight, and of course, I want to hear your player of the game.
Listen, I could have gone with a lot of guys for player of the game tonight. This was a statement game, biggest win of the season. Everybody contributed in their own way. Before I say who I'm going to go with, because I had a tough time deciding, first of all, as you already know, I'm drinking the monkey shoulder over here. I got that. Oh, God, that's heavy. And then, of course, I'm going with my guy because it is the year of the drip drive. I can't do this anymore. The cereal is so bad.
Commit to the bit now. Commit to the bit, bro. Come on.
It is so
Siobhan,
sad.
what are you drinking, and who was your player of the game?
Oh man, where do I want to go? Okay, so we have a small batch 1792 and some ginger beer and some strawberry watermelon body armor, just to sweeten it up a little bit. I'm gonna go with, god damn, there's a lot of people. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna say PJ with honorable mention to a bunch of people, but fucking PJ on both sides of the floor and a bunch of different ways. He was huge for them. They look really, really good tonight. This is the most satisfied I've been with them all season.
Oh my! They got the bond seal of approval.
Oh no, they look fantastic tonight. I felt excited with them. They look great.
I'm telling you, I just thought I heard gunshots. I live in a nice neighborhood.
No,
Brass.
I think those shots were actually all of the subs that we're getting.
Oh shit.
So before I get into myself, start talking about myself, we want to say Vane Hype gifted a 1 month tier 1 sub to DeAndre Ayton.
Oh.
Alejandro Calvart resubscribed with Prime. Thank you for that. What Fig said resubscribed with Prime for 2 months. It says Phoenix equal bubble frauds. They say. Let's see. Trey Lawrence 1906 subscribed for 1 month at tier 1. I Can Be Your Hero gave out 5 community gift subs.
Yes.
Fucking look, check this out. Post Up 75 gave out. Wait for it. 50.
Holy
What?
shit.
Community gift
At
subs.
once?
50.
What the hell?
I didn't even know you could do
Gotta
that.
hit him
That is
I've never
50 times.
holy shit.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, one time for all the subs.
You got to give him a double at least.
Hit him hard with that moose. Come on.
There's a couple
them
in
hard.
here. I'll hit him 50 times with a drip drop.
Oh man, that is so good. Thank you so much. But that's not all. Vane Hype gifted 1 month tier 1 sub to Chris Paul.
Let's go.
Unexpected Teacher resubscribed at tier 1. Eric the Great 539 gave out 10 community gift subs.
Oh,
Miami
it's gonna be
Heat
one of
Beat
those nice
gave out
guys.
5 community gift subs. Flank Atop Shada gave out 1 community gift sub, and Smoking a Bowl gave out 1 community gift sub.
That's an
That is the
excellent
best
name.
username
Excellent.
ever.
And Pokesticks resubscribed with Prime. So and says welcome to the Yurt Locker. So
Okay.
holy shit.
Just for those were all great. Thank you for
Let's
all
see.
the subs. But just specifically for smoking a bowl for the creativity,
That's sick, yeah.
hit him one time with a drip drop.
You good, Alf? You straight?
There's fucking loud noises all over. My dog's barking and shit.
So that height train that was 75 gift subs.
We got
You
shooters in my
guys.
neighborhood.
75 gift subs for the
got
start of the show.
shooters.
Thank you so much. Professor Pleb gave out 1 month tier 1 sub to D Book as well.
Okay, we'll save him, save
so
him,
thank
save
you.
Yeah.
We'll save some. So I am drinking one of my
I'll be
favorite
right back.
drinks. Intro to Aperol. I've made this before. Where the fuck did Alf go?
I think he's got a
Is he
safety
actually getting
situation.
robbed? What
I
is
don't
happening
know.
right now?
Hey,
My player of the game, I'm going to go with Duncan Robinson. I'm so proud of that dude. That gave 50%, hit 8 threes tonight. 8 threes off the bench. Come on, man. He's a good shooter. Fuck, he's a good shooter. We're not paying him enough. I think we need to find ways to pay him more
yeah.
because it's paying
NFTs.
off. So that's just my take, but whatever.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
All right.
he was
I
awesome
think
tonight.
He was fantastic, and I think I've averted any kind of danger. I'll let you guys know. At least the shit will be on tape if I get shot.
No,
Shit.
not when you leave the camera, it won't.
Oh no, I wouldn't have locked my little back door back here. I was like, ain't gonna run up on me.
If stuff starts going down, just make sure you mute your mic at least.
Okay, I will. I'll take myself
Continue.
out. I don't want to
Yeah,
fuck up
yeah,
the
we
show.
Yeah, don't be rude. Don't be rude, Alf.
Frankie, what are you drinking tonight, and who was your player of the game?
I'm doing a bourbon and coke. Coming back from this flu week of hell, and my player of the game is Mr. Kalandre Terrell Lowry. He was fantastic. That's not his real first name. What was that?
I was like, this is brand new information.
Kyle was fantastic. He was best floor general on the floor tonight. He just set the tone offensively for
I
everybody.
see what you did there, Frankie.
And he made it happen, man. He keeps such great control of this fucking offense, especially when Jimmy and Bam aren't there. And he finds those white boy shooters like it's Columbine. Let's go.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
Nailed the dismount. I'm so proud of that guy.
Well,
Green
if I don't
Bay.
die tonight, we're gonna get
Bitch ass
canceled
white boy. Listen.
Kenny.
Yeah.
By the way, we got to talk about the fact we got Karate back tonight.
Oh yeah.
He was on.
And Jax on the radio.
Bitch ass white boy. Listen.
Kenny, what are you drinking tonight, and who was your player of the game?
All right, so I got the rum and Coke again, but I'm almost out of Coke. So depending on how many subs we get, it's gonna be real interesting when I go straight rum. Player of the game, I'm gonna go Omar Yurtseven. I know people expect me to say Duncan. Fuck that. Yeah. In the pregame show, I said Yurt was probably gonna have a horrible game dealing with the athletic bigs the Suns have. Completely proved me wrong. He did his job. He didn't shoot well. I don't care. I don't really want him shooting anyway. He was on them boards, man. And I thought he was gonna have he actually played better defense than I've ever really seen him play before. He was getting in the passing lane, all types of shit. So shout out to him, but also I will shout out Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Max Strus, Jim Carrey, Brassjazz, just every great white guy I know. Tonight was a lot of fun.
All the great white men of the world. I'm actually going to go a different direction. I think I give it to Kyle Lowry.
I give it to Kyle too.
I mean, man, like he was a plus 28 tonight. He only scored 14 points, but 13 assists. I mean, he hit some big shots when the timely shots, and I mean, just orchestrated. Like I literally, when he's out there, it might as well be Spoach, right? And I'm not saying that he's like some carbon copy of Spoach and he's just out there doing the game plan. It's just like there's a coach on the floor, and the direction, the execution tonight was like that was some of the best execution from a Heat team I've seen in a long time. And you're talking about you're playing guys off the street. Like, you know, you're not playing your regular rotation. And for them to execute the way they did tonight, man, I mean, blew me away. And we got to talk about the fact that Milwaukee lost tonight. This put the Heat in the 3 seed, half a game out of the 2nd seed, and they're one back in the loss column of the 1 seed. So all the doom and gloom that we felt on this show and all over Heat Twitter and Heat Nation and Heat fan base, like of Jimmy and Bam going down, they're 10 games over 500 right now. Like with all these guys hurt, and it's one of the most, even off of 30 and 11, it's one of the best coaching jobs to me, Moose, that Spo's ever done.
Absolutely. Coach of the year for sure. I hope he gets the long overdue award. But to just back up further what you said, Alf, you know, we're almost out of this stretch of being without Jimmy and being without Bam. And guess what? We're a better team now. All those back-end rotation guys that we didn't really know about, we weren't sure if we had the depth. They have proven themselves. They have progressed and gotten better in this stretch. Tonight was a prime example of that. And yes, all credit to Kyle Lowry, as Franky says, he helps control the pace. And when you're doing that, you're putting the rest of the team in a better position for what they want to do. As much as I love Tyler Hero, his second half performance and all of that is because he didn't have to carry the load necessarily in terms of like controlling the pace the way he has to when Kyle's not there.
Ball handling load.
Exactly. All that ball handling load. Thank you, Crotty. That's what I'm talking about right there. So everybody contributed to this win. And yes, those back end rotation players, this little stretch of being without those big guys, that's going to benefit us so much in the second half of the year, and especially going into the playoffs. When you know as deep as you can go in the playoffs, Spo might not always go there, but to have the confidence in that back end of the roster is huge.
Well said, Alf.
Can't hear you, bud.
Yeah.
Sorry, I muted my mic because my dog is barking because there's shooting outside.
It's a long ass
Thank you
shootout.
for muting, though.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know what's happening out there.
Somebody got to get hit at some point. Damn,
Yeah.
get over it.
It's a bunch of stormtroopers outside.
Kenny's like, I need some action.
Siobhan, I forgot what I was going to say. We all thought depth was going to be an issue coming into this season.
Depth might
right?
be an issue in your place tonight. Go on.
Depth is going to be an issue here. But we thought depth was going to be an issue. And whereas we were like wondering who was going to be part of the 9-man rotation, now we're trying to fit guys into the 9-man rotation. The back end of the bench, like Moose says, like, I mean, you had 65 points off the bench tonight, and now Tyler and Duncan had most of that. But it's all season with this bench, with these undrafted guys, whatever you want to call them. They're picking guys up off the street. They're going crazy. It's just all season with this. Like, their depth is proven now.
Yeah, like, so we have to get to a point to where we can try to figure out how they're all going to fit in without asking, well, who does that mean get squeezed out? In the sense that if you're not playing one game, or if you're not doing something one game, that you won't get the chance to then do it the next, or that you won't get another chance to like contribute to the game. What the depth has shown, to Moose's point, and just to how they look tonight, is that that you shouldn't go about looking at things that way, and rather just accept all of the versatility that you have, and at any moment you can go to different types of styles of play. And so, yeah, they have the guys that are playing now have more confidence just in their natural game through this stretch, but then that lets Spo know they know them in themselves too, that come different matchups, different schemes, different looks deep into the season, that they can be confident and go into other ways of playing the game, whether that be these shooters and all of the motion that they're doing, or whether that's Jimmy Bam, I need you to, Kyle, I need you to slow it down and pick and choose and attack from a you scoring type of point. They look really, really good tonight. This is the most satisfied I've looked. They look tight, or that I felt that they look tight in their motions. Their screens were set in great position. Their body control from top up, top down. They looked focused. They looked locked in, and it was like a perfect coming together of what all of the individual parts are supposed to look like.
Okay, can I add to the way the team is built? Actually,
Go ahead.
because
You already started talking, so
Because there's talk, obviously, about Spo getting Coach of the Year, and obviously that makes sense. Even though I am skeptical that the league might just give Monty Williams the money they owe him, but Executive of the Year, Pat Riley has to get that, because I'm the guy who exposed his own old takes. I was questioning the moves this offseason, but what Pat did was he built a team from top to bottom of guys who fit perfectly and they can contribute something.
Yeah.
So they don't have great defenders from top to bottom, but they do have guys from top to bottom who can make guys work. And so that's how they keep beating these good teams. With the talent disparity, whatever the case is, they're making these teams play their game. And it's paying off. So Pat for Executive of the Year. We can push that also.
I'm getting shot at. My mic keeps going out. But I do like what you said about that. Like, they make teams work. And Frankie, we're not talking about the defense that much because they hit a fucking 1,000 threes and like more fun and sexy to talk about the offense. But no matter, even Kenny hit it on point. Yes, correct.
Been a few games now. Good job.
Everything is coming up eighth today. Frankie, the defense, no matter who's out there, the principles remain the same and they stay sound. Like, they're running a different defense with Yurt compared to Bam or Deadman. But the fact that no matter who you plug in, they're able to survive these games and play damn good defense with guys like Kyle Guy, who you don't consider a good defender, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, two guys we know aren't great defenders. What Fig says post up, gaga. I just bought Kenny's internet for months. Yes, thank you.
But speaking of that, we haven't had any more subs. Brian M. resubscribed for a month at tier 2, so thank you, Brian. I mean, we had so many subs tonight. We need to drink.
I mean,
they did that so upfront.
I've had a shot lined up for a while, so thank you, Brass. All right, so for all the subs, keep them going, guys. Thank you. I'm already feeling. I'm kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna hit you one time with a drip drop.
I'm not drinking these whole shots. That's a fucking party foul. But this shit that Christian brought over here, my God. Yeah.
I was just hearing shooters.
I'm doing that, Hassan.
You like Mary J.
Mary Jane?
Yeah, man. like Kenny was talking about the offseason. We don't give PJ Tucker enough praise. This man gets legitimately guards 1 through 5. You stick him on their biggest big man. He can play the 5 by himself on the floor. He is boxing out their biggest man. He's guarding Devin Booker and holding him to 5 of 15 tonight. He's going over screens. He's battling on the boards. He's doing everything defensively. And I was hoping that we didn't have to rely on him. We could hold and save him until the postseason when we signed him, because the way he looked last regular season, I was like, ooh, this guy might have like 20 games left. Let's save him for the postseason.
Holy shit.
And he's been outstanding, the most outstanding 36-year-old I've ever seen. Like, just turn around, showing stuff all season offensively in his bag. His passing game and his floater game's been outstanding. Defensively, we knew what he could bring to the table, but his just reliability, consistently, he's
you struggled with that one, that reliability. You struggled.
Yeah, I'm still sick.
It's
man.
a lot of shots, man.
I'm muting and coughing every 5 seconds. He is just consistently our most reliable defender on 1 through 5, and just having that tool to be able to slide him over to guard the 2 guard today, to let Caleb guard the Chris Paul, and let Kyle focus on Chris Paul too, and put that bigger body on a guy, and not give up any foot speed, and not give up easy looks like that. Like, he wasn't getting blown by tonight. He was active on the boards, you know, and his box score most nights aren't going to impress you. Like, he had 13 and 7, but that's a fantastic night for the signing they got, the guy they expected. Like, he has been everything and more that they could have ever dreamed of.
Oh, he's so outplayed whatever contract he had. I don't remember.
Absolutely.
I don't even know what he's getting paid level. Like, what he has been so important, and he's just been so goddamn solid. And I just love every time he yells at Yurt for stealing a rebound, or like they fight over rebounds and shit, or Yurt misses the rotation. Yurt was doing that pointing shit again tonight, where he just pointing instead of moving.
And Frankie, thank you for mentioning him too, because just in general, he does so much, and we almost take it for granted. Like we don't talk about him every single night when he should be spoken about every single night, because he adds just so much to this team with just his presence on the court. Like,
and man, when you get into him in that corner, I feel like it's going in.
Yeah. It's like a relief. You exhale, like, oh, okay.
Oh, they got good. They got it a PJ in the corner.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Eric? I think Eric said on the last broadcast that is he the second best 3-point shooter in the league right now?
Either first or second.
I think was it behind Joe Harris or something like that?
Yeah. I think he's behind Joe Harris. He's 46.
To which I was like, is Joe Harris that good still? But that's fine. But don't pay attention.
He's 46% from 3.
Yeah.
That was before tonight. What did he shoot tonight? He went 3 for 5 from 3 tonight.
Oh man, unbelievable!
Ridiculous. These motherfuckers went 22 for 44 from 3. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Incredible. It was the best that I've
I
ever
would have
watched.
been so pissed off if it was the other way around.
It was so much fun.
Was it? I mean, PJ's a Spurs killer. I'm glad we got him, man. Because if we match up in the finals this year, like, we got their number, man. We're good.
Frankie, you're talking about PJ. He was just such like a vet. Like that, they got into one play where the motion was still really, really good, but it got tight in the left short corner, and he just comes like cutting along the baseline, and there's able to be a pitch to him, and then a pitch to something else, and then there's a 3, and it was just like
Kyle.
Just a vet. No, PJ.
No, that was the one he pitched to Kyle. Yeah.
But yeah, just being like a veteran presence, and just like I don't know, just being a relief out. He's been incredible for them.
Yeah, he just knows when to cut, when to fill in a spot, when the offense, just when they need him to do something. Yeah, he just has that feel, and that's impossible to teach. Like, you either have that or you don't.
Go ahead, Brass.
Let's do another shot, guys. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's hit him one time with a drip drop.
He's gotten so good at it.
Yo, the Heat shot 44 threes and 44 twos.
Hell yeah.
They made 22 threes and 22 twos. That's wild. That's the weirdest fucking.
This was the most perfect thing I've ever seen.
It was like this the synchronicity.
I asked Brass to pull 11 clips. I liked so much from it.
They also won the points in the paint battle. Like, it
wasn't happened tonight.
It wasn't even like they just dominated from 3. They dominated inside.
I feel like Spo was like working on this game last week, like, and he forgot about the Kings game, and then
kind of gave Golden State a little bit of attention.
He's like, fuck, we're not going to be Golden State.
All right,
Jimmy can beat the Kings.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Quez 312001 gave out 10 community gift subs. So let's hit him, Moose. Come on, hit him.
We gotta hit him 10 times with a drip drop.
It's like the Spider-Man meme.
Brass is getting drunk.
Oh, I had to get another bottle. So my Belvedere's almost out.
Oh.
I think I have that
Belvedere.
mezcal though. I might have that.
Oh,
I don't think I'll ever finish this.
It's like your fourth one this season. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh shit! Cal AU gave out 10 community gift subs.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! In a good way. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah. boy.
But oh boy.
Hold on, I'm supposed to read a moose at the moon
Well,
later.
Are we doing another shot right now? We're gonna oh fuck!
You want to say no? Let's just do it. Let's go on. Do we?
Yeah, I did it. I did it backwards. Drip, drop. Drip.
Okay, I did want to ask Kenny.
Come on,
We got karate back tonight.
fun. It's fun.
I guess.
Can I play? I only pulled
This is
one
the best.
karate thing tonight.
It's the best. The only reason I want to talk about karate is just for this quote.
Johnson coming down his neck.
I missed that one. Whoa.
Let's hear it again.
Johnson coming down his neck.
God damn.
Oh, man.
The best part about that is as soon as I heard it,
Crazy situation.
as soon as I heard it, I text Brass. And Brass like, yeah, I already got it.
There was another one tonight. I can't remember what it was. It was something about like being deep inside.
Oh damn it! Give me the timestamp next time.
And I tried. It was so long. I tried to like write it down instead of just paying attention to the timestamp.
So long, huh?
One more time,
Johnson
Brass.
coming down his neck.
What is that? He coming down his neck.
Ask him.
Yeah, Cardi's a sick man.
Fuck.
But no, listen. I love Ruth Body Hunter. She's great at her job. She's very professional. She knows everything.
Really is.
At the same time, like I'm on a show where the premise is drinking on a job. So like I'm cool on professionalism sometimes. Crowdy is so ridiculous of a human. Like I kind of missed him when he was out. He's bad at his job, but he's so ridiculous. Like I was missing out on a lot of laughs, man.
I agree.
I know he's good for the show, but man, I really
Good for the
enjoyed.
show, but
I really enjoyed like listening to Ruth because I thought
yeah,
Ruth
for
was
sure.
I was like,
Yeah, I said
think
last
she was
week, like
a cyborg on like the halftime show, like. But then when she was calling the game, it was so much better than fucking karate. And then this motherfucker came back tonight with the coming down the neck shit.
Johnson
I had said
coming down
last
his
week,
neck.
like the ideal situation would be like give Ruth the full-time job and just have karate come in every once in a while, like Jazz on Fresh Prince. Just say a couple lines, get thrown out, be cool. But I don't want him completely gone anymore.
that's my limited fake Jazz. Fucked up, guys.
Let's get to the let's get to some clips. Let's get to the gaga of the game.
Boom.
This one was fun because I was certain we were gonna fuck up this fast break. Like I was like, there's no way. I
thought that shit was a pain for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Red drop.
But I mean,
I worked really hard.
I mean, he yammed it on their ass too.
Yeah,
like,
he needed that. He needed to get that out. He hasn't been playing great. He was cooking in this game starting up, and then he just like got it. It felt like he got it all out.
Honestly,
He's been wanting to post a real bad too.
Oh,
He's been trying to get somebody.
He's wanting to post it, but just giving the relief of like, I know I'm fucking playing bad. Just like,
To Siobhan's point, I do feel like that's when the game kind of like changed for him because
For
in the
him,
first
yes.
half he was very much pressing, and I feel bad for him because I know he was trying to like shoot himself out of a slump because shooters, they feel like they can do that, but sometimes just getting to the rim and getting an easy layup or a dunk, that's really going to be what opens it up for you,
especially for him because he can do that. He doesn't have to rely on shooting. You can get to the rim. You can get
That's what was difficult for Duncan. He's not really gonna get to the basket or to the free throw line, so he just had to shoot threes all day. Tyler can do that shit, and he's good.
Someone that had to shoot himself out of it.
Yeah,
What
Exactly.
what? There's times that he's been forcing his way to the basket, and I get annoyed by it because some of these shots are like really poor shot selection. But at the same time, I'm like, fucking A, that's right, because we were so mad last year from shying away from contact. Now he's putting his head down and he's getting clobbered. He's not getting foul calls, but he's not stopping. Like Kenny and I were talking about on the timeline the other day. What make or miss, I want him to continue to be aggressive. Like
exactly.
Like just attack, especially with Jimmy out. Which I did want to talk to you guys. Pokey6 says, do y'all realize how pissed you'd be if Tyler Hero dunked on your team? I'd be fucking furious.
He did it twice tonight.
Twice. Right after Yurt cocked the back on his
times.
Yurt was doing too much. Like
he did what on their ass?
Cocked it. Oh, sorry.
Never mind.
Whoa.
Denny must be back soon because Yurt was shooting fadeaways and shit. He's trying to keep his spot.
Listen, I'm not going to talk about Yurt.
Don't do it, Alf.
I'm not going to talk about Yurt. He played really. Honestly, I thought today was his best game.
Yurt was the only one. Yurt was the only one that felt like he kind of got tight once they started to make that run, and that's he's young. Like that turnaround fadeaway shit. That was when
the fuck was that?
It was bad, but that was when Phoenix was kind of making their break. He's the only one that felt like, to me, he let the rope go a bit, and then other people might have, but then they gathered it, and like he looked good tonight.
He did.
I will say my man had more assists than fucking Chris Paul,
and they were good, smart decisions.
Wild amount of assists tonight. Like think of all of the centers that you could throw in place of him that would do so much worse than what he's been doing.
Oh no,
over the last few weeks.
What he has given
crazy.
You as
what
your
he has
third
given us
center,
is remarkable.
Insane.
And I do think he's going to get better too. I bitched a lot about his offense, his fucking touch around the rim. It's horrific.
Oh,
but but I don't think that's like permanent. I think he can improve on that.
Yes.
Because you know what, we have a staff on this team that can teach that kind of shit. We have a lot of people in the Heat administration that can really help him with that. So
Heat administration.
Yeah, the Heat administration.
I'm
sure that's what Pat likes to call it.
The funny thing is what. Oh, go ahead, Moose.
Well, I was going to say, I said this to Alf once in our group chat, and I said it jokingly to him, but I really do mean this about like the general public. You guys we're almost so quick to go after rookies. I don't care how old he may be, like, off the court. Okay? He's only played 21 games or whatever in the NBA.
He's an old man.
Give this guy a full NBA season and then an off season with this Miami Heat development staff. Like, you guys, we have something to actually be excited about.
I agree.
For sure.
But
I'm not saying he's going to be
you guys see me get upset?
Franchise changing, but this
that's when I get upset is when they're like, "Oh, this is the future stretch five next to Bam." That's what I'm like. Come on, can we just enjoy what he is? Stretch five, the motherfuckers hit 1-3 in the NBA.
Could be
So,
stretch five at some point.
Well, I mean, fucking KZ could be a good stretch five. Oh, there's a lot of could be motherfuckers in the world. Like that's when I get upset. It's like, why do we just overblow shit? And like we assign future capabilities outside of current proficiency. Like there's nothing to say. There's nothing about Yurt's entire career that would make you think he'd be a volume shooter from three.
You only get mad when people do that about positive stuff. You be so quick to call other people's players scrubs and like
they tried them.
I'll do a shot to that. Other players are indeed trash on other teams.
Yeah.
Let's hit them one time with
Honesty.
Oh shit, there's nothing in here.
Someone says I'm negative. I'm not negative.
No, but I will say though, there are two extremes. Like we do tend to shit on guys we shouldn't shit on. At the end of the day, the Heat develop. Yeah. They're a great developmental team, and development looks like development sometimes. So there are going to be growing pains. And on the other end, Alf is right. We do have to stop just assigning capabilities to people we've never seen from them.
He's going to stretch. Someone said he's going to stretch the floor and get bigs out of the paint. Why? Why would you think that's going to happen? Where's Siobhan go? Oh, what has happened in your career that makes you think Joel Embiid is going to go out to the fucking 3-point line to defend Yurt? Like, I just I don't get it. Like, where does this come from? You know what they're going to put on Yurt? Oh, no. Someone told me you need Yurt to defend Embiid. And
nobody can defend Embiid, really.
I'm gonna punch you in your fucking face. You say something stupid like that. Yurt to defend Embiid. Like, I like Yurt. He's good. Yeah. Honestly, I'm hoping that if Dedmon gets paid next year, Yurt can step up and be the backup big. I think he's more than proven he's capable. But like this idea that he's fucking Kristaps Porzingis or fucking Brook Lopez, like, get the fuck out of here.
I'm just saying, in general, I want people to stop being so quick to jump on a rookie's neck. Like, there is such thing as a development process.
We're gonna roast these motherfuckers if they suck.
Listen, well, okay, talk to Heat Twitter about that. But like I will say on this show, we talk about them an hour after every single game, and I think what's important, keep the same energy for people because I love most of the players on this team. If they have a shitty game, I'm not afraid to talk about their shitty game and what they sucked at. That is not an indictment on how they are as a player and everything, and that they won't improve or get better or not have a shitty game like that again. Let's just keep that same energy. That's all I'm saying.
And I agree with that. That's fair. I completely call them out when they do bad, and then
but it doesn't mean we're rooting against them, you fucks.
No, that's another.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying.
No, I know you're not. But there's some
a lot of people think I'm rooting against Yurt. Why would I ever root against Yurt? He plays for my team.
That's the thing. Like, people are so used to seeing people root against Heat players and throw them in a trade machine and shit. It's weird, but we're not those people. We want everybody on the team to succeed, and not for the sake of trading them later on and all that other stupid shit. We're just rooting for our team to win. And so if somebody plays well, we'll say they're playing well, congratulate them. If they're playing bad, we'll talk about what we want them to do better. But it's no rooting against them.
And you know what? Like, I think the only player on this team this season that I felt like, all right, I'm done here, was KZ. But
and then he came back and had some good games.
I was gonna say,
shame on me for underestimating this team and this coach, Mr. Eric Spoelstra, for making magic out of fucking whatever. Like, and he has pulled out some crazy games. We haven't seen him in a bit, but he was actually putting in some really good games, and I'm happy with. I don't know. I'm a believer, man. I don't care. Whatever Spo's a fucking magician, dude. I can't.
Yes, really.
Moving KZ to the 5 is something I would have never predicted, and it worked.
I would have done just because it makes him not want to dribble.
Yeah.
Anything that stops him from dribbling.
Aww.
Shit.
Good. So Post of 75 Gaga says the Bleacher Report NBA page still has no mention about this win. Folks sleeping on the Heat. Good. That's
they
how
just want to talk about LeBron
it.
all day.
That's how I brought. Yeah.
Did y'all see that shit?
Did you know he's playing center on the Lakers now? Unbelievable.
The Lakers beat the Hawks and they called it a statement win on ESPN.com.
I did see that.
Y'all heard the Lakers beat the Hawks and they said statement win.
Listen, sometimes you have a headline and you don't know when you're going to get a chance to use it again. You got to take your chance. They didn't know when the next victory would come.
We got to send the IRS out the clutch or something. This shit is getting out of hand, man.
The IRS.
We got to figure out what's going
on. Kenny.
Oh, hold up. Let me break it down so it can forever and consistently be broke.
So, a lot that I like tonight. Like, I really did I asked Brass to pull 11 clips, but I have 4 of my favorite from the night, 2 offense, 2 defense. I like everybody's little jig. The first one, go ahead, Brass. Pause. So they've been running like to start a lot of games. They've been running like the stagger into a single, and then there'll be a diagonal backswing. Go ahead. It's set up to do the diagonal backswing when it gets to that point, but instead, pause. Kyle screens across for Caleb. If he wanted to, he could do this diagonal backswing, like I said, for PJ, and that's been how they've started a lot of games. But go ahead. Kyle goes across, and it comes off of this 1-2. Gets that shot, misses it, but I like the motion in the first possession. Go ahead. So pause. This one is defense, and we've been talking about like Yurt next to Bam or to whoever, or starting or switching or in the drop or just whatever. So in here, he's playing Chris Paul in the drop. But the reason I think it works is because he initiates his drop a little bit sooner than when it is that Chris comes off the of the screen. So go ahead. So Yurt is already retreating. Pause. So he's already backing up. So by that time, he's already created kind of enough cushion to kind of bait Chris into the shot, trusting his own length to still contest, and then go ahead and he's going to retreat back to his. Caleb does a good job of staying with DeAndre. Just let that play one more time. Caleb does a good job of staying with DeAndre after the completion kind of his roll. But I like that Yurt anticipated kind of Chris coming off, gave him his space early so that he could still get back. Go ahead. Pause here. Something else that they like to do. They'll start it on one side and then get like a lot of really tight action on the other side of the floor. Whereas they've been having two in one way or another, like two will spray to the top half and then two will cut to the bottom. Go ahead. This one, they have all four of them kind of cut toward the bottom half of the screen. And then that peels out the defense, and that's what opens up, let it play one more time. That's what opens up Tyler at the end. No one cuts high. They all go out to kind of separate corners. And so the defense has to be there, but they're still moving. You have to stay, and Tyler's open. And then the last one, this I think was, it just paused. It felt like their best defensive possession of the season for me. Caleb, go ahead. Caleb is turning him full the whole way up the floor. He's working. Pause. Silva is lively in his feet. You see Kyle telling Silva, you got someone in the corner, go ahead. Looking Silva point, like I got him, I see him over the screen. Pause. Duncan anticipated that he was coming off that screen, so Duncan kind of did the same thing that Yurt did. He gave space early, which made that play that one more time and just let it go. Duncan's going to give space early. It makes that switch beautiful. Turn them, like I said, communication. I see him, I got him, I'm over. Create space, great switch. They figured that out up there, and it was just a really good defensive. Duncan recovers hard. They just felt really, really locked in, and this defensive possession, you can bring me out. This possession was when I really felt like, oh yeah, they're here. Like they've been having good offense up until, but that possession, I was like, oh yeah, they're ready. Like they look good.
Excellent.
I mean, I love that you ended on a defensive possession because
yes,
I just thought they were just bouncy and springy, and they were moving on defense, man. Like they were flying around, and we had this conversation on Twitter the other day about who's the worst defender on the Heat. And you watch it tonight, like the entire team was doing their jobs, right? And that's something that we like a lot of times we don't see. Like we see the finger pointing, and we joke about Yurt, but the entire team was doing what they needed to do because and someone pointed out they didn't have any great individual defenders on the floor. I mean, Caleb did his thing. Kyle's a really good defender, but you didn't have Jimmy and Bam and Keith and all these guys. You have PJ, but as a team, no matter who was on the floor, it was hell for these guys to score.
Yep.
Like the passing lanes were closed.
Accelerating at their role. That's what it is. If everybody dominates at their role, then a team cohesively is going to beat the individual player. That's just the way it is. That this team is built for everyone to contribute and dominate in their role. And when they do that, it's night and day difference.
But you're talking about a team in the Suns who's, I mean, their execution is top notch. Like they are run by Chris Paul. Chris Paul had 7 assists and 4 turnovers tonight. Like they were all over the passing lanes without Jimmy and Bam. That's what's wild to me. Like PJ was looking like a fucking Hall of Fame cornerback out there, just picking off passes. And some of it was ridiculous. Like, and PJ was like, "What?" It's like he's like, "Okay, I'll take it." I mean, fuck y'all. You know, it was just, I was just so impressed with them tonight. And like, this is one of those games. Like, I like to go off on Yurt. I like to go off on Silva. I don't want to be negative at all. It was just so much fucking fun to watch them just fucking put their foot on their necks and just never let up. Like the thing that Eric Reed said that they had a double-digit lead from the second quarter on.
Incredible.
How? Okay. Who thought it was going to be a 6-point lead with 3 minutes left?
I thought it was going to be a 12-point loss
hand.
for Heat.
I
Raise
called
your
it in
hand.
pregame.
Wait. Say that again.
Did we think going into the fourth quarter? Did you think they were going to cut it to 5 or 6 with 3 minutes left, and we're going to be sweating out the end of the game?
I for sure did.
I did.
I mean, they went on like a 10-2 run or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck.
They went on that run. They cut it to 17 and 14 and
Someone
13.
tweeted me and was like, "Oh shit, they started doing this shit." And I was like, "Wait, hold on, let them play it out." And that was the first time like I really felt that like all season. Hold on, give them a second, let them figure that stretch out, and then they just took it back.
But these guys, G League guys, have been in this situation before. This is not new to them.
Yeah.
Like, and how much of last season do you think Spo has taken and like really thought about and like, because they were obliterated with injuries and COVID and stuff last year, and I think that Spo took a lot of time in the offseason to really think about, okay, what can we do in these situations? And I don't know specific things that he really did, but I mean, the way he's handling it is so far and beyond what other coaches are doing in the league. Because what other team on a more consistent basis, non-COVID related, but just in missing players, have been in a worse position than us this season? Who would be like the next?
Almost all of them. Well, in a worse position? Oh, sorry.
No.
I thought you meant who was handling it
between
worse.
COVID and just real injuries. Like, who's handling it better?
Yeah, like missing the majority of their starters.
They were talking
their entire their rotation.
They were talking about Milwaukee's shorthandedness the other day. I was like, "Let me show you shorthanded."
Yeah.
And
we over here
like, fuck, we're missing Gabe Vincent.
Right. Yeah.
Marquee player.
Hey, come.
So I do have to give Spo credit for something else too, because Eric Reed pointed something out that I would have never guessed. The Suns are apparently the worst team in the league against zone defenses, and so I got to give Spo credit for not only just throwing a zone at them, but mixing it in, taking it back out, going it back to man, not giving them time to adjust to it, just fucking them up with it for a few minutes, going back to man. Got to give Spo credit again. He's been a best coach in the league for a while to me, but he's having a just incredible.
This is his fucking Picasso.
No, he's precise tonight. Yeah, he's been precise. He's been dicing. He's been dicing.
But to be fair to Spo, we say that every goddamn year. Like, give the guy the award already.
You want to know what the difference is?
But this year he's
11 to 30, 30 to 11 run.
Last year
every
wasn't
single
like
year
this.
we've been saying.
But you want to know the difference? I feel this year, and I don't know. You guys who are better at the X's and O's, tell me if I'm right or wrong. He plays to his personnel. Thank you, Moose. He plays to his personnel. He is not asking people to do shit they can't do.
Yeah.
You know, because like I remember, Ray Allen's last year, 2014, he was fed the fuck up with Spo. And if you watch them, those motherfuckers were exhausted. And they wanted Spo to do something different because this five guys on a string shit was not working out for Ray's old knees. You know what I mean? And they were like, guys were dropping like flies. Spo was not. He was not. He wasn't bendable. But now I feel like depending on who's out there, they're not asking you to switch on high pick and rolls. Like they're like you're slow. We're gonna play a drop.
Yeah.
And they depending on who's out there, the defensive scheme just completely changes, which is also pretty dope because as the opponent, you have no idea what the fuck you're about to see.
You cannot make an adjustment.
Yeah.
There's no time.
The last time the league gave Spo any sort of flowers, really, was the 30-11 finish.
Yep.
Yeah. And I got news for you. This is even more impressive than that because it's been more consistent than that. And again, there's just been, the way the league is now with COVID, health and safety, all this shit. It's aside from just normal injuries, which obviously happen, you have no idea game to game who is even going to be on the fucking floor. It's completely crazy. But they respected him. That was like the last time that they respected him, really, was that 30-11. And I mean, I will say we have made the finals since, and still that is the only time the league like really noticed
Well, I would
and
say
this
the
is
league
more
always-
impressive than all that.
I would say the league always notices. The media doesn't
Sure.
notice.
Oh yeah.
That's I would because
That's fair.
Yes.
when
Yeah.
when
I
they,
totally agree. Totally agree.
And I gotta agree with Brass because we're the 30 and 11. Even you can say what you want about the roster in hindsight, but they knew who they could depend on each night. They knew Dion and Goran were gonna get you buckets. And so this year you just have no idea. Jimmy's in and out, and Spo's just all right. Jimmy's out. Give Caleb more responsibility, whatever the case is, and he's just getting it done night after night, having no idea.
Guys, and think about this. Do you remember the beginning of the season? All of us here, we're talking about, this starting five. This is a solid group. I really worry about the depth.
Yeah,
we all of us have. It did say that kind of shit in the beginning of the season. Now we don't really have much of that starting five for the most of the season, and we're talking about holy shit. Look at what they have. What they're able to put together, and because they're able to find people, just random, just from fucking everywhere, and they can make them work so quickly, and that doesn't even include Mario Chalmers, who didn't play a fucking minute.
Oh, Mario!
Who we thought would be the fix.
It would have been a
not gonna play at all.
Mario play.
Fire Spo.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
I think this team this year is so special because you feel though that like since I guess whatever LeBron left, that Spo they've been doing these types of things, but this season feels like the first time where there's not like one knucklehead that's going to throw it off. There's not a gummy on a plane. There's not, whatever
$50,000 gun.
We know about.
Not that we know about, and that just speaks even more to the tightness and the cohesion of the team.
That is such a great point. Somebody pointed that in the chat that Spo's got a bunch of shooters and high IQ guys.
He has a high IQ. It just like the Spo and the team and the organization, they've done a great job years prior at finding diamonds in the rough. But this feels like a different type of year in that like it's a collection of your stars. I don't know if we have like superstars. It's a collection of your stars, your diamonds, and your rough. And then like the rest of the glue is so willing to just be like, oh yeah, I'm cool. I just want to fuck win. Like I don't care about anything else.
This is some like Moneyball shit, except it's not like Moneyball, it's like culture ball. It's like they have a fucking computer that calculates culture.
And literally everyone feels like, all right, this today costs for this, cool. Today costs for this, fine. And then
but look at Duncan and Tyler. Were they bitching on the bench?
And you shouldn't.
Absolutely.
They were up, they were cheering, and they came out and dropped 60 fucking points.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
he's been professional the entirety of the season.
And
never pouted.
And that goes into what they were saying on go ahead on Moose.
No, go, Kenny.
Oh, that goes into what Tiff and everybody was saying on the main show too. As far as all this arguing about who should start, who should come off the bench, all this stuff, it really doesn't matter. It's a 48-minute game. So you just get what you get out of guys when you need it, and that'll be it.
But you look at a night like tonight, Duncan didn't start, and he closed the game. But
Exactly.
he's been starting and hasn't closed. Spoach is like, give me the fucking hot hand.
Yes.
Because that fourth quarter we were talking about when he dropped it to 13, who hit the three that put it to 16 and and they said we shut it? It was Duncan.
It was Duncan.
And when's the last time we even seen Duncan hit a big fourth quarter three? It's been a minute.
And
I felt so good for him.
But that's why I think this is a special season for Spo. Because one of our biggest criticisms of Spo is his predictability. At times.
Yeah.
He
and
rides
that line. We know
how many times have we seen him
that.
ride that lineup, and we're like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah.
And they feel like a group that's I'm sorry, Frankie, they feel like a group that's for each other. Like Caleb had an open three in the corner. And like I feel like if Caleb takes a three in the corner, you're cool, you're fine with that. Like just the feel of the season, he had Duncan right to his left, popped it to him, Duncan knocked it down. I was like, Duncan, fantastic job, hit the shot. But like Caleb, just like being a teammate and fucking like, just wanting to feed and actually like, I don't know, buoy each other. They felt really, really good tonight.
I remember that play, and I was like, man, Caleb should have shot that. But if you're Caleb, you're thinking
had a better option. I'm cool.
Duncan is even more open, and Duncan's the best shooter we got.
Exactly. And he's got the hot hand.
Brass wants to shoot this. Let's go, everybody. Come on.
Well, just really quick, just because I really wanted to make this point. It's very important to back up.
You're going to make me wait? on this?
Yeah, UD has the gummies on the plane. All right, let's be honest,
No,
right?
first of all,
UD's got a cigar.
First of all, if you think UD's out here taking gummies,
Hell no.
you don't fucking know UD. All right.
I'm just saying.
He's
if
smoking
you want
it
the gummies,
and then handing it
he
over to
knows
Andy.
how to get 'em on
UD's
the
out
plane.
here still.
PJ Tucker's got the gummies.
UD still
on the
breaks
plane.
up the blunt, cleans it out.
Alf,
Yeah.
you take over the show. I have to find the nearest bottle. I'm out of this.
I was about to go to Moose at the movies. I guess
No,
not.
just
Wait.
wait a
can't do
second.
that.
Wait a second.
Real
Wait a
quick,
second.
real quick.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Can't do that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I'm just gonna leave.
But to further praise Spo, guess what? Jimmy Butler ranks 10th on the team in games played. Bam Adebayo,
Damn.
12th on the team. Games
Bro,
played.
This
Like
season,
he is putting this shit. It's a patchwork job with fucking Duncan Robinson, Dedmon, Gabe Vincent. Your seven's played 30 games. Did any of us expect Yurt to play 30 games all season?
I didn't expect him to play anything.
I thought 10 games, 12 games by this point of the season. Like he'd get in some garbage time, Yurt cigar,
in garbage time. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
The victory cigar was going to be Yurt to me this season.
Yeah.
But it's like,
past that.
You
Caleb
just went
started
into,
7 games this season.
You just went into Phoenix. Like, are we not even think?
Arguably the best team in the league.
I don't know.
Almost
If we're
fully
putting it
healthy.
in perspective.
After you kind of pissed away Golden State, they let go. They could have, if Jimmy didn't.
They could have beat Golden State.
And they should have been.
They should have beat Golden
We could have beaten.
But I know they could.
Golden State was in reach.
Yeah.
It's all about
they
being in
should have
reach.
beat
Even
the
the games you
Kings.
lose. If it was in reach, if it was a good team, it's still a good loss.
But
to
you gotta
go
understand
into Phoenix and to beat the shit out of them
Yes.
without Jimmy and Bam, it's stupid. It's crazy.
You gotta
We still don't
understand
have
too.
Oladipo.
Like, if this is a finals preview, you have guys like Max Strus, guys like Caleb Martin. If they get the opportunity where they have to come up big, it's like, okay, I've been here before. I know what to do against this team.
It's like, who has the best X factors? If all of the main guys do the thing they're supposed to do, who has the best X factors? You got like Mikal Bridges and Campaign, and you got Max, and however you want to classify, like Dedmon.
Cannot hear most.
I was just saying, fuck Campaign. That was some cheap shit on Tyler, all right? I was about to lose.
That was.
Almost
that
took
was
his fucking shoulder out, all right?
Watch out, Campaign might have brothers.
And the thing about it is, like, the Heat have these
Shit.
X
They're not
factors.
I got a brother.
The Heat have these X factors to match up against every team. Like, no matter what it is, like, Bam doesn't have to take up all the time on Giannis. You put PJ on him sometimes.
Yeah.
PJ makes KD work. Like, it's just they're built exactly. what they're gonna be built for.
Last season, it was if Jimmy and Bam aren't playing well defensively, the team is falling apart.
It was done.
Apart. Fucking Kendrick Nunn and Goran Dragic were not fucking guarding nobody. Like, it was even like I'm watching Kyle Guy out there. What's it, Kyle? I'm gonna call him Tyler Guy. I'm always fucking him. Kyle Guy out there.
I've actually been saying that, Alf. That's crazy. I've been saying Kyler Guy.
It's hard. It's like Duncan Guy.
A little racist. Okay.
He's out there like he's doing things. He's in position. He may not be the biggest guy. He may not be the most effective, but you're watching him. It's like, how the fuck did they infuse this defense into Kyle Guy after like 12 hours on the team? It's wild. And another thing tonight, like people were coming at me like, "Oh, what happened?" I thought they were shooting again. People are coming at me like, "Oh, you see how Duncan didn't start, blah blah blah." I'm like, you know what? Whether he started or not, the cool thing about having a Max Strus is when you don't have Jimmy starting, and you need another person who can put the ball on the floor and get to the basket from time to time. Max Strus is the natural. It's a natural fit for that because if Duncan in that starting lineup, that is just a lot of guys standing around on offense. Even if they're moving around on the around the 3-point line, putting Max in there, that's another dribble drive threat. And it was, to me, it made so much sense. And whether that's the starting lineup going forward, if Max has earned the starting job, good. Like that's the weird thing. People are like, oh, you mad about? Why would I be mad about that shit?
That's y'all are mad. Y'all want people to be mad. Stop being weird. Like, I'm critical of Duncan, but I will shout him the fuck out. Stop being strange.
And to reiterate again,
stop being strange. We should put it on a t-shirt.
To reiterate once again, Duncan Robinson and Max Strus are not rivals. They play on the same team. I don't
They
understand.
actually play really well together, by the way.
Yeah, I don't understand why people keep trying to pit them against each other.
Y'all got to get some happiness in your life.
So this whole point, you got to prioritize Max over Duncan because he does more. No, they can just do shit together.
And like all you miserable motherfuckers on Heat Twitter talk like Duncan should come off the bench and all the bullshit. Fuck off. Like just shut up and just fucking enjoy it. Just okay, so Duncan fucking was lighting up threes from the fucking bench tonight. Fucking great.
It doesn't matter. Like
that's great. We kicked the fucking Suns' ass.
Right.
But like, can you just enjoy shit instead of going, well, I told you so. I've been telling you for months we should have been doing this.
We have 2 seasons
Fuck
of
off,
data
man.
of
God
Duncan lighting it
damn
up from the starting lineup.
Yeah.
1 game
Just
off the bench.
Enjoy yourself.
Let's go.
Fucking
No,
Omicron. Fucking life sucks right now. Just fucking find some enjoyment, you miserable piece of
Find
shit.
some fucking enjoyment.
Hit him one time for
God
enjoyment,
damn it.
y'all.
Let's take a shot. Let's take a shot.
Fuck, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take a shot for that.
The Sioux Falls Star Force are third in the
Hey,
East
pick
right
the
now.
cup up.
I am.
But look, also
Their
look
GM.
how good.
Hit him at one game.
And look how good it looks when both Duncan and Max are hitting.
Yeah, like why do people keep trying to? You got to get rid of one. No, for what? For who?
Why?
That's what
They
I'm
really want to
saying.
see Kyle Guy play playoff minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, who's gonna lose? Who's gonna get
Tyler
squeezed
Guy.
out? Nobody. Just let everyone play together. Why don't you
Let's
guys
let these white
Evan
boys shoot.
Spoelstra is the coach. He can figure out rotations.
stop
It's
it?
fine.
All of
Are
the
you
white
okay
boys,
over there?
Duncan, Tyler, Max, and Kyle. Kyle came in with Kyle Guy with his like 4 or 5 minutes. Gave you good defensive effort. Gave you like a couple shots and was out of there.
Yeah.
Like,
And he's gonna be out of there when his 10-day is up. Let's
Yeah, he's not coming back. I
Kyle
think
Guy shit, please.
Future
And
self.
maybe-
keep saying you might have to move Marcus Garrett. Listen, thank you, Kyle Guy, for your service, but no, we're cool.
yeah, but
Thank
no.
I like Kyle Guy.
Yeah, he did his job while he was here, but what's the point of keeping him?
After you convert Caleb to a 2-way, I mean a standard contract, you have another 2-way. Maybe you give it to Kyle Guy. But if you don't, like, I don't want to see Heat fans apoplectic because they didn't give Kyle Guy a contract. Like, fuck Kyle Guy. Let's get
Victor
to some.
Oladipo is there waiting. He comes back. What are we gonna do with Kyle Guy? Really?
What are you gonna do with Kyle Guy if Depot never comes back?
What are we gonna do with Kyle Guy when Gabe Vincent comes
When
back?
Gabe Vincent comes back, you playing Kyle Guy
Okay.
over Gabe?
Who here remembers in the comments last season where we fucking roasted Kyle Guy?
I do.
Does anyone remember that? Does
I
anyone
don't
remember that?
Peyton
I remember
Pritchard.
that.
I'm
Did a
not
lot
gonna
of
say
shit
that.
last
I
season.
had this shit. I had
yeah.
this shit forever
That's Pritchard.
stored up
right?
there.
That's the same dude?
That's Kyle
No.
Guy.
Yes.
No.
Holy shit.
That's
Nobody
Peyton
dumb
Pritchard.
should look like that.
Wait.
No, that's Kyle
Wow,
Guy.
talk about a
That's
glow up.
Kyle Guy.
Show me
And that's-
Peyton Pritchard.
About a glow up.
Pull
Nah,
up. I see
you mean
I
pull
saw
up a present picture? He's got the fucking hair. Just picture that with like.
He's got like 32
That's Kyle Guy,
pictures
that's
from
not
this at the
Peyton
movies.
Pritchard.
He doesn't
No,
have
that's
any-
not Peyton Pritchard.
Oh
Neither
my
than
That's
God.
Kyle Guy, and then I even did this to him like mid-show.
Yeah.
So
Kyle Guy
I know that
now-
was the same guy.
hashtag Book of Boba Fett.
Oh my God.
Kyle Guy now looks like he dates black women.
Damn. Yo, a little bit of culture, and the
Christ.
dude is like, yeah.
Hold on. I'm really upset.
Perfect segue.
You don't remember?
I can't believe you guys don't remember this.
Neither Peyton
No,
Pritchard
I
nor
remember
Aaron
that.
Rodgers.
I remember
I just didn't know it was the same dude.
Same.
He looks
Yeah.
so much cooler in Miami.
He looks like Jack Harlow now.
He lit us the fuck up last year. Y'all don't remember that?
Yeah.
I remember it.
I don't
Wow.
remember a lot of shit.
Bond, you just saying they all look alike. It's just not.
I'm trying not to. That's what I'm trying to. Oh no, that's not Peyton Pritchard. Oh man.
Oh
I'm
man,
so sorry,
Siobhan,
Peyton
you're
Pritchard,
canceled.
Kyle Guy,
We canceled
Dante
Siobhan.
DiVincenzo.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Bond's canceled.
No, it's messed up because Dante DiVincenzo does look like them. Like, no bullshit.
So David
I'm not
Schindler
even-
looks closer
You
to
call him
Clayton, but
Okay.
damn, I am sorry.
All right,
So
but
we
yeah.
gotta get to. I think
Yeah.
we've covered every facet of this game. We got to get to the most important part of tonight. It's a drip drop Saturday night. We got what are you eating over there, Moose?
Man, I'm fucked up, all right? I wait an entire hour to eat some goddamn popcorn that I cook just for this segment, so I'm going to enjoy it.
So let's do it. Let's
Segue.
get to one of our favorite segments, Moose at the Movies.
One man, two desires, drip dropping cinema. It's Moose at the Movies. Powered by Streambeat.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I probably should have done it before he got this drunk.
Excellent segue. No, this is going to be
even
good.
better.
I'm supposed to read. I may wing this shit. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight Moose at the Movies wants to focus on one of the greatest innovators in the history of basketball. See, every few decades, someone comes around and totally revolutionizes the game. See, first it was Wilt Chamberlain in the 60s and 70s, showing the world how a 7-footer could easily body people on and off the court on a nightly basis, okay? Then it was Kareem in the early 80s with the skyhook, proving that the big man didn't have to stay under the rim to score a basket. Later
Moose,
on, Jordan...
Moose, real quick, can you do the skyhook for me again? Just so you-
Yeah, with a little skyhook. See? Yeah.
It looks like Oladipo.
Little skyhook. Yeah. What the fuck was that Oladipo thing, by the way? Why are we waiting till now to talk about that? That was such bullshit.
The rest of it was fine.
Pete's social media team. That was so fucked up, right? He's not close to being back if that's what he's doing.
So mine was right. The first two was fine. That last
Kenny,
one
shut
from
up.
the
This is my segment. Okay, so later on, Jordan, the big man. Sorry, Kenny. Later on, Jordan and the big man. Later on, Jordan and the Bulls put the NBA to shame with their game-changing triangle offense, courtesy of Phil Jackson and his primo peyote. And obviously, Stephen Curry is the latest innovator, completely shattering the NBA's idea of a good shot by hoisting it up literally anywhere from the court. But there's one brilliant mind that doesn't get enough praise. So tonight we're going to dive into the life of Professor Philip Brainerd of Medfield College and his miraculous discovery, Flubber!
Oh my god.
Jesus.
No.
Right.
way.
God, yeah.
Excellent
I'm gonna watch all
basketball
our view
movie,
count go
okay?
down now.
See, in 1997, this genius professor was focused on the one and only thing, creating a new form of energy that could solve, not only change his life, but also solve the world's problems. But at what cost? Well, apparently the cost was any form of female intimacy. See, this man was clearly the smartest man on earth, but he's also very much an idiot. He left this poor girlfriend, the dean of the college, at the altar, not once, not twice, but 3 damn times. I mean,
That's on her.
This girl was desperate. But boo-boo, if he can't remember to show up to the wedding, he ain't the one, okay? So she gives him an ultimatum. Show up today at 6:30 p.m. to marry me or lose me forever. And there's only one man waiting for his chance to get in the way and to get his shit together. And that man is Shooter McGavin, the best asshole character of the early to mid 90s. See, not only does Shooter represent a sister college trying to steal away the dean and put a ring on it at the same time, he also knows the professor is up to some type of new idea that will eventually steal away too. It's like a long-ass monologue, but the point is he's not a good guy, and he's going to take all of Robin Williams' shit. The professor shit. So, as he's getting ready for his wedding, he has a breakthrough, and he finally cracks the code for his latest invention. And just like that, he creates Flubber. And that's not a nickname for Zion Williamson, okay? Although it kind of should be, because Flubber basically makes you bounce like him. I mean, you sprinkle some of his Nickelodeon slime-type jelly onto the bottom of your shoes, and you literally jump 20 feet into the air. The professor's so excited about his discovery that he works tirelessly throughout the night, testing it in various situations, and even creating a Flubber engine for his car that literally makes him fly. Like, it's weird.
That didn't make any sense in that movie.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Honestly,
You saw this movie, Alf?
Yes, I did.
I like Flubber.
Well, you know, that's two people.
It's actually a remake, but that's a
Needless to say, he forgets the wedding again, okay? And Shooter shoot his shot as he's trying to leave the church. I mean, I gotta give credit because it was like a power play situation in hockey, and he totally took advantage of it. So he tells the dean, listen, there's a basketball game later this week. My school versus your school. if my team wins, we go away together for the weekend, and we do what adults do in Disney movies. Probably just hold hands, maybe a risque kiss on the cheek, you know. The face that, yeah, I lost my place here. The face Jack Alf gets in your mind, out of the gutter. Her time wins, she's got to buy him dinner. So basically, if her team wins, I'm so fucked up. If her team wins, she's got to buy him dinner, okay? Yeah. And that's a heady play by Shooter McGavin, by the way, because basically no matter what, he comes out winning, and he doesn't have to spend any money. So the professor hears about this sexy bet and decides he's gonna flubberize the basketball and the team sneakers so they can jump higher than a giraffe's pussy. Shout out to that one shout out to that one hot commentator that always says that when Joey or I look super high, or probably right about now. So this team of fat misfits that he literally never won a game in his entire existence
More Zion.
Against the Shooters powerhouse, #1 ranked basketball team. And wherever the fuck town this was, I don't know, man. The monkey shoulder was flowing at this point. So I kind of was just fast forwarding. But to everyone's shock and awe, those fat kids balled the fuck out. Again, just like Zion Williamson. Incredible. Shout out to Brass, by the way, because I told him to make this like 2 hours before the segment.
Shout out to Brass.
So there seems to be a recurring theme here, I guess. Anyways, that's basically they win. Robin Williams used his flubber to win back a girl through a basketball game he never even played in. I don't even think she knew that they were basically gambling for her love. I mean, it's kind of fucked up the way Disney treats the female leads in any movie not called High School Musical. But yeah, Flubber. Great basketball film. Classic. I give that shit, I don't know, like fucking 5 drip drops. But I give Robin Williams, the late great Robin Williams, an infinite amount of drip drops. Sorry to make it so sad there at the end. Take me out, Brass!
Hey, listen. If you leave somebody at the altar 3 times and she comes back, listen. Professor was providing that premium pipe. Understand? She was not trying to go. She was not trying to lose that. She was willing to deal with anything. So shout out to Robin Williams. Rest in peace.
Probably coming back down her neck.
That's pretty good, Kenny. I could have used that analysis. Right in the script.
What's up with y'all? What the? What is that?
I don't think you guys understand. Shout out to Brass. Like I literally wrote him 2 hours ago, and I go, I need this really weird photo.
That is the best picture of Zion.
I am so podcast audience.
Tell me that's
I need the
for him,
picture.
From now on, Zion Williamson is Flubber.
Please go watch the replay, podcast audience.
Poor podcast audience does not understand how fucking great that was.
You gotta watch it.
Did that make sense? I lost my place like 12 times reading that.
You kept calling the team time.
Yeah, what is going on with you, Moose? What's happening?
Hey,
I don't know. There's been like 1,000 subs, and I'm supposed to like drink every time. I'm trying to do my part.
Pick another one.
Is that cereal?
Can we get some more subs? We'll do another shot. If someone gives us even 1 sub, just something. Let's go. I want to announce it.
We're doing it again?
I'll announce your name. Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm
Hey,
right.
before wow,
Moose
Moose looking slow
like
though.
all day to
I'm
write
right
that
with
shit.
Brad.
I'm waiting for that sub. I'm waiting for that sub.
Sub.
Mom.
So we have what?
Sub.
Johnson coming down his neck.
Sub.
Was that Franky?
We gotta. Who are we playing next?
Atlanta.
Hey,
Oh,
Chief
Wednesday.
Dumologist gave out 1 community gift sub.
Come on,
Let's hit him
go.
one time with a flubber.
What? With a drip trap.
I don't want to end
What
yet.
time
I'm
with
having
a
fun. I'm having fun.
I'm over here like I'm out of
We're
things to
rolling.
talk about. I'm waiting for the out, but
No,
Brad.
we're rolling, man. I'm feeling good.
This is fun.
Keep
Fuck it.
going.
I don't like
Keep
cutting
going,
it when
Brad.
I'm fucked
Keep
up.
going, Brad. Keep going.
Saturday.
There you go. Well,
Oh man, we got a few more.
Let's go.
Raito the kids resubscribed to Prime
So, yeah, Atlanta
7
back.
months straight. Thank you. Just Jared. He went to Jared. Gave out 1 community gift sub. Professor Pleb gave out 1 community gift sub.
Come on, out.
And also,
I
we
hate
need
that
some
that
more
made me
shots
laugh.
because of fucking what post up 75 whatever gave us earlier. So shout out to them. Oh man.
Am I taking another shot now?
This is my last trip with a chaser, so I'm about to be
Kenny,
fucked up.
Whatever.
Kenny.
This is
Kenny, shut up, man. This is my time to shine.
Alf, have you heard
him? Kenny look like Sid from Ice Age.
Oh no. No.
We lost Siobhan.
Get the fuck out! Oh my god!
Then David Ruffin.
Have the gunshots stopped, Alf?
In that shot.
Yeah, they stopped.
How's your dog? Where's she
She
at?
went to sleep.
Oh, let me tell you, I had to take her to the ER this week. She's had a terrible stomach.
Not you,
I don't know
Moose.
why.
What, though?
Yeah, no one asked you, Moose.
Oh, shout out to Melody.
Anybody?
Heroes.
Let's take some questions, man. Let's take some questions.
Oh, you want to do questions from the chat? Do we have any
I saw this one. I need someone to confirm this. Someone said, Outback Threesa said, was it Ethan on Halftime Spaces crediting 5 Reasons with the mechanic in Mr. Demon's garage? Is this true? Can someone confirm this?
Nah, they made that up. They had to make that up.
That had to be made up.
Well, because I'm sure there's people here that listen to that Spaces, and I just want some confirmation.
No, they did that to trigger Brass. That's the only reason.
Yeah,
confirmation.
There's no way that he would claim that. Like everybody knows that was.
This question: why is everyone always bullying Kenny? Lightning 914.
Have you seen Kenny's
You
glasses?
ain't seen them lenses. Kenny saw his own lenses today on film and was concerned with himself.
Yeah, I almost didn't wear them today, honestly. But not honestly to the audience or whatever. It's because I don't care.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's just because I don't care.
Yeah.
I got real thick skin, and to be honest,
You got real thick lenses, is what you got.
I posted I posted a clip because I beat G in the poll. I definitively beat G in that fight in the last episode we did, and so I posted a clip from that, and Kenny was like, oh, I really do look ridiculous in these glasses, don't I? Like I had no idea. So Kenny's.
I mean, to the question though,
sport.
like in those situations, you can either be happy or be mad. It's up to you.
That is true.
Moose, you want
that is true.
I was just gonna say, I will say, shout out to Kenny, right? That's your name.
That's
or whatever.
your name. Right?
Because the things that you put like in the captions, like not Bowfinger, not Eddie Murphy, all that shit always makes me laugh.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
thank you, Moose, for your
contribution.
Your contribution.
Okay, Jarrett Wolf 25 said no. Some random on Twitter mentioned it, and
thought it was
Alex
nice.
Toledo. Heat Beats, former Heat Beat member, corrected them in the spaces. So appreciate you.
Hey, listen, we've been drinking a lot, and I don't want to say some shit on air I shouldn't say on air.
That's why we drink a lot, Kenny. Listen,
Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Hey, Ethan.
He's new here. Give him a chance.
Hey, Ethan, man, let me explain something to you, right?
Brass, take him out.
Hold on, take him out.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
Yeah.
No.
Kenny,
Adam,
I was
say it
going
with
a
each-
little too crazy. And I don't want to do that.
Okay,
I would not
okay,
want to do that.
fine. Just say a very calm, whatever. Say what you want to say.
Crescendo and the rant music.
No, I can't do that. It would implicate people.
How about this?
Oh,
that's perfect. Actually, tonally, that's perfect.
Not Ethan, but just in general, because there have been other platforms also. Look,
music is perfect. For this.
This is always
Really,
something.
this is a new segment.
No, it's not. Keep going. You're fine.
This was Heat Beat movie.
But listen, just let us have our shit, man. We're not chasing after players and arguing over who has sources first and shit. We're just over here having fun, man. Just let us have our shit. We're not over here like, hey, why didn't you credit us? We came up with that first. We said they were gonna get traded. Mention us. We're not doing it over here at Heat Beat. Over here at Heat Beat, we're having fun. We're having a good time. That's all we want to do. Just let us do that. We don't have 7 billion shows. It's just us. And so just let us do what we do, man. Shout out to the people across the street, but
Yeah.
I mean, we only have one outlet. There's not.
Kenny said his logo is Home
New
Depot.
segment idea.
Listen,
Shut the fuck up.
It's
Starring
logo
Kenny.
is Home Depot.
Listen, there are contributors over there that are
killing me,
great.
Kenny.
There are great contributors over there.
Yeah, but
Some that are less than great.
Yeah, but if
Knicks
you have
fans
7
in
billion
particular.
contributors, I would hope you have a few good ones.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Listen, we don't have any Knicks fans as contributors over here. I'll just say
I
that.
got 3
What
that I
about
like.
Knicks fans?
All right.
G and I talked about where Knicks. Aren't they like 11th? This was like a few days ago. They were like way down in the standings.
Oh,
I do want to clarify. We love you, Alex. We love you, Leif.
The Knicks lost to the Celtics. The Knicks lost to the Celtics 99 to 75 tonight. Wow, unbelievable.
Somebody said we're all about vibes with little real analysis.
What?
Stop you right there.
Fuck off. Who said that?
Somebody said.
We're about drip drops, motherfucker.
We do. Just because we have fun with our analysis doesn't mean our analysis is bad.
Put that comment up, Alf.
We have a bonds breakdown. That's analysis like a motherfucker.
Listen, even without bonds breakdowns, you niggas know what you're talking about.
I appreciate that you think we're for the vibes,
right? I mean,
but we are also for the analysis.
Granted.
We don't just want to fucking run the tank empty like at the end of the show till you're fucking bored. Like we talk analysis. And then we have fucking fun with it. That's why you come to us.
Listen,
that's right. Where else are you going to get 2-3 zone talk and then flubber talk? Fuck off! All right?
Yeah. You get drip drops over there? No?
Like, man, come on.
No, if you did, it'd probably say, hit him 5 times with a red dress.
This isn't cold anymore.
It's gonna be really fucked up if Ethan didn't take credit for that. We're just going full hit him up. But man,
I blame Troppa Baby.
Yeah,
Christian wants us to do more flubber talk. I kind of want to just like run the Moose of the movies again, see if anyone notices.
If you give it another chance, I may read it better.
I'm gonna notice.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
This
come back.
TLO Bruto says this is the best tea podcast in my opinion. I totally agree. You will not find a better place talking about tea. Your heat tea than this right here.
Bonds chai breakdown.
Out.
Let me make you a tea.
But yeah, just let us have our stuff, man. Just let us have our stuff.
Well said, Kenny. Well said. Yeah.
We don't have a billion shows.
Yeah, like there's 19 million souls over there covering the same team. It's just us, man. It's just us.
You want to do a dolphin show, Kenny?
Listen, and Kenny is
absolutely not
new to us.
Yeah, and I'm the new guy talking like this, but
I'm new to the us too. That guy's new.
Yeah, just fucking. What are you doing?
He's saying Kenny just said settle down. What about we should do a Canes basketball podcast? Because they just beat Duke tonight. That was fucking. That's wild, bro. Like,
Let me tell you, that was a big deal. That was a number 2 ranked Duke team in the country,
bro. Like for real.
Are we done with getting Duke players on this Heat team?
Never.
Are we done with it?
Never.
No.
God's changed in the front office, and as long as the Arisons are around, I think we just need to stay with Kentucky. Where did Precious go to school?
I was gonna say
he went
Precious went to Memphis.
Precious went to Memphis.
Yeah,
I will
stay
say
with Kentucky players.
In general, the Miami Heat lean toward Kentucky players with Pat at the helm recently, but Duke guys are always going to be in the discussion with the Arisons at the helm. And I mean, as they should be. Duke guys, they're coached well. Like
just stay with Kentucky.
Yeah, they're coached well.
I prefer Kentucky. Historically on this team, Kentucky works.
Listen, that's fair, but I'm saying don't disregard the Duke guys. They're coached well.
In the league as well. A tide is turning. Duke was
But how many Duke guys? Duke guys don't do well in the league.
They actually kind of don't.
I disagree. I think Duke guys. I mean,
Shane,
just like every other team.
Great.
You got, yeah.
But
you got your
Shane was
Jabari
great.
Parkers.
Say what you want. Jason Tatum's a great pick.
If Jabari one of my basketball wishes is that Jabari Parker could stay healthy. If I had 5, Jabari would get one of those.
Yeah, that's
Jabari's available right now,
Jason
right?
Never coached him.
Jabari's available right now. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want him, Siobhan?
I love him. I would take him.
You take him now?
Tryout deal? Hell yeah. I'm with
Siobhan.
Yeah,
I'd take him. We were talking about a modern 4. I'd take Jabari.
Yeah.
Just let me see it.
He still has athleticism. Granted, not what it was, but he still has it.
Do you want to see Jimmy and Bam and shit come back like as soon as they're ready, or do you want to see them? Do you want to see
100%.
like a few games with them in practice and just like let them just fucking take some time?
Practice isn't the same. I
kind of want to see a week or two with them in practice, and then if we like hit a little bit of a slide, then you can reintroduce him. But like right now, I feel like we're doing really good, and I think we need the legs, man. We need the rest.
But you kind of just said it though, Brass. Like, where's the team at that point? Are we in the middle of a skid where we're losing a couple games and you feel like you need to rush someone back? Like, I think
that in hindsight, I don't know.
Exactly.
No.
I think it more depends on the team.
Even if not, you need to get a feel for your ultimate lineup and then your like ultimate second string lineup before you need to actually go to them. You need to get a good enough feel to see what that feels like before you need to call on them.
We had like Rohan and Sedano not complaining, but concerned on the timeline tonight.
No, I agree with what Rohan said.
And what did they say exactly? That they were a little. This team is so like 3 happy.
Yeah.
That like they worry about the chemistry with Jimmy and Bam and stuff like that. And that's understandable because the way they have been playing is not the way they will be playing with them.
Exactly.
But it doesn't worry me.
Drip drop.
It's just something. I'll do it.
You know what?
I forgot to say
I
it.
think they'll be able.
I was like feeling it. So.
But I think it's good. Again, the way the team has been playing the last few weeks is a good sign because it's kind of a good fallback. It's good to know that you have these players that can hit these shots.
Here's the thing, Brass. Like Rohan did that thing about, are we gonna stop playing?
Drip drop.
Are we gonna stop playing the same way when Jimmy and Bam come back? When Jimmy and Bam were playing, they were steamrolling folks.
That's true.
Like they were steamrolling people, and they had the. Do you remember the point differential at the beginning of the year?
It was crazy
when the Heat were healthy.
It was so big that we sucked for a while, and like the point differential was still
and it was
the best
like
in the
that.
league.
And Duncan and Kyle couldn't shoot for shit.
Yep, it's true.
So my thing is like they are playing a different way. Is Bond out?
No, I'm listening. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They're playing a different way because they're playing to their personnel, but the personnel that they lost were killing motherfuckers. Like what we see right now is not even. We're excited. It's fun because they're beating people with fucking Kyle Guy. But when they had everyone healthy, Tyler Guy, whatever his name is. When they I know when they had Duncan Guy,
Tyler Hero,
Jimmy Guy, when we had everybody healthy, I mean, monstrous, like they were killing motherfuckers.
I think that even when they were killing people, Kyle and Duncan still weren't shooting well, and so the question is, can literally all of the people do the things that they do well at the same time because they have the pieces to like play off of one in the mid post, one in the three. Can the mid post and the three be working well? You said they took 42 twos, 43 threes or something. Can all of that happen?
44 and 44.
Boom. Yeah. Can that happen with the complete complement? Because what Jimmy getting off on looks differently than what it looks like if Duncan may be getting off, or if Kyle, or if Tyler may be getting off.
But here, the one thing that I will say is the shots that Kyle and Duncan were missing were open shots.
Yes, they were the shots that they should be taking in this current offense. Yes.
Yeah. So it's not like what was failing early on is not something that like was affected by other people's gameplay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. No, I agree.
So I just think like as long as those guys
on at the same time, they shouldn't be like conflicting each other.
And I feel like Kyle early on, as well as they were playing, Kyle was still trying to kind of find his role on the team offensively. He was playing off the ball a ton and asked to just be that spot up guy and secondary ball handler. He was trying not to get in the way. Jimmy was playing really well in early on. When Kyle was getting him in transition, finding him on cuts, he was playing efficient ass basketball, and he was hitting the mid range shot.
The chat says Brass looks like the opposite of Bobby Portis.
Somebody.
A good question is, when Jimmy comes back, I think Jimmy affects Kyle more than anybody.
Yes.
That is where I think. Does Jimmy just let Kyle be Kyle?
How does he let Kyle be Kyle out? How does Jimmy let Kyle
get the fuck off the ball?
Yes. That's what has to happen.
But are you worried about that, Siobhan?
It shouldn't, because Jimmy isn't a natural ball handler. So there should be no reason why he should be like having difficulties with getting off the ball.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it.
And Jimmy is a real dangerous cutter.
Before I believe in it consistently.
And Jimmy, he's a real dangerous cutter. And he's real dangerous in transition. So he'll still find his spot if he's a little off the ball.
Just do it.
You can run these plays that they've been running off the ball. You can put Jimmy in the pose and then off the ball set up all these actions.
Play like he did with Ben Simmons.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
When Jimmy was super fucking effective. Y'all remember that when Jimmy was on the Sixers?
Yeah,
super
he
fucking
was good.
Remember Ben Simmons?